Hello and welcome to my channel, Podcast by MrZ. I am MrZ.
And I am Sarah.
And hello to all our wonderful listeners.
It's so good to be back here with you all today.
It's great to see you, Mr. Z. How are you doing?
I'm feeling fantastic, thank you. I had a very nice and quiet weekend.
That's wonderful. I'm doing great too, and I am very, very excited about our topic today.
Oh yes, it's a topic that so many English learners ask about.
It's a very big feeling for many people.
I'm curious, what is the topic?
Today we are talking about this problem. I can understand English, but I can't speak.
Ah, yes, Sarah, that is the #1 problem.
I hear this from so many people.
Me too. They say I can watch movies, I can listen to podcasts, but when I try to talk, my brain stops.
The words are gone. It feels stuck.
Exactly. It feels like your voice is locked.
But today we are going to share some powerful and practical tips
to help everyone unlock their English-speaking voice.
That sounds absolutely perfect. This is a very important episode.
It really is. But wait, before we start, we have a friendly request for all of you.
Yes, we do. If you like our podcast and you're learning with us, please give this episode a like.
A big thumbs up really helps our channel grow.
And it helps other English learners find us.
And please click that subscribe button for Podcast by MrZ.
That way you will never miss our new episodes.
Thank you all so much. Your support is amazing.
Now let's jump into these helpful tips.
So, Sarah, my voice is locked. How do I find the key?
The first key is to change how you listen.
Change how I listen? But I already understand English.
Understanding is wonderful. It's step 1. But we need to change from passive to active listening.
Passive to active? What does that mean?
Passive listening is when you're doing other things.
Like what?
Maybe you're cleaning or driving and the English is in the background.
You understand, but you're not focused.
Yes. Active listening is when you listen and you repeat.
So I hear a sentence and I say the sentence.
Exactly. There's a wonderful technique called shadowing.
Shadowing? Like my shadow on the ground?
Exactly like that. You become the shadow of the speaker.
How does this work?
You listen to a podcast or video and repeat what the person says at the same time.
At the same time? That sounds very difficult.
It can be, so you can start small.
How?
Listen to one sentence, press pause, then repeat the sentence.
Listen, pause, repeat. I can do that.
And when you feel more confident, you can try to speak with the person.
It's okay if it's not perfect?
It's completely okay. You're not just hearing the English.
I'm making the English.
Yes, you're practicing the sounds and the music of the language.
That's perfect. It trains my ears and mouth to work together.
Exactly right.
What's the next tip?
The next tip is to create your English mode.
English mode? What is that? Like a secret superhero?
Yes, it's like a superpower. It's a time in your day when you only think and speak in English.
Only think in English? That's hard. My brain loves my first language.
Of course, but you can practice. The best way is to talk to yourself.
Talk to myself? People will think I'm a little crazy.
You can do it when you're alone. Just narrate your day.
Narrate? You mean say what I'm doing?
Yes. For example, in the kitchen, you say, "Okay, I'm making coffee now."
Okay, I need a cup. Where is the milk?
The milk is in the fridge. You're doing it.
I'm sitting in a studio. I'm talking to Sarah. I'm happy.
See, you're doing it. Good job.
It feels a little silly at first.
But it's so powerful. Why?
Because it forces your brain to find the words.
It's not just understanding. You have to produce the language.
My brain has to work. I need cup. It's practice for real situations.
Exactly. Try it for just 5 or 10 minutes every day.
That is your English mode. I'm shadowing and talking to myself. But Sarah, what if I don't know the words? That's a perfect question. This is tip number 3. Stop memorizing single words.
Stop? Stop learning new words?
No. I mean, stop memorizing lists like cat, dog, book, house.
Why?
This isn't very helpful for speaking. You should learn chunks.
Chunks? Like a chunk of cake?
Similar idea, but chunks are groups of words. They are phrases.
They are sentence starters?
Yes, give me an example.
Instead of learning the word point, learn the whole chunk. That's a good point.
Oh, that's a good point. I can use that in a conversation.
Yes. Or instead of learning mean, learn you know what I mean.
You know what I mean? That's powerful.
Or let me see, or that's interesting.
These are like tools. They're ready to use.
I don't have to build the sentence.
Exactly. You don't have to think about grammar.
You just use the chunk. It makes you sound natural.
And it gives your brain time to think of the next idea.
Oh, these are like shortcuts for fluency. I love that.
Learn chunks, not single words.
The next tip is maybe the most important one.
I'm ready.
You must speak every single day.
Every day? Oh, Sarah, I am so busy.
I have work. I'm tired. I don't have time.
It doesn't have to be 1 hour, just 5 or 10 minutes.
But every day.
So 5 minutes every day is better than 2 hours on Saturday?
Much, much better. Speaking English is a skill.
Like playing the piano or playing football.
You must practice often. It keeps your English muscle active.
Yes. But then the next question, who do I talk to?
That's a great question.
I am shy. I don't live in an English-speaking country.
You can talk to your phone.
My phone? My phone doesn't answer me.
No, you use the voice recorder app.
You record yourself? Oh no, I don't want to do that. I hate my voice. I will hear my bad accent.
No, your accent is not bad, Mr. Z.
Your accent is just you. This is a very good tool.
You can ask yourself a simple question.
Like what?
Like, what did I do today? And then you answer.
You press record and you say, today I woke up.
I was tired. I went to work. I ate a sandwich for lunch.
And then I listen to the recording.
Yes, you listen and you think, oh, I said that very well.
Or you think, that word was difficult.
I will practice that word.
So I am my own teacher?
You are, and there's no pressure.
No one is watching. It's just you and your phone.
It's fantastic practice. Okay, I will try it.
It sounds a little scary, but I see why it's a good idea.
Here's another fun way to practice. Very similar.
What is it?
Role-playing, like in a movie.
Role-playing?
You imagine a situation. You're at a restaurant.
You're at the airport. You're in a job interview. And I talk to the wall?
Yes, you talk to the wall or your dog or cat. You pretend. You can be both people.
Okay, let's try. Hello, sir. Welcome.
What would you like to order?
I would like a pizza, please.
A pizza. Okay. And to drink?
I will have a water, please.
This is fun.
It is fun, and it trains your brain to react in English.
It prepares you for real situations.
So when you're really at a restaurant, your brain doesn't freeze.
It doesn't freeze.
That is the big problem, freezing.
This trains your brain to improvise.
I love this idea.
Now we have to talk about the biggest, scariest monster in the room.
A monster? Oh no, what is it?
The fear of mistakes.
Ah, yes, that is a very big monster.
I understand, but I don't speak because I'm afraid.
I'm afraid my grammar is wrong. I'm afraid people will laugh.
Everyone feels this way. Every single learner.
But I want to tell everyone a secret.
A secret? Tell us.
Mistakes are your friends.
My friends? No, Mr. Z, mistakes are bad.
They are red pens on my test.
No, in speaking, mistakes are good.
A mistake is proof.
Proof of what?
Proof that you are trying. Proof that you are brave.
I never thought of it that way. A mistake means I'm brave?
Yes, you cannot learn to speak without making many, many mistakes.
It's impossible.
Fluency comes after the mistakes, not before.
Wow, that is a very big idea.
So I should just speak even if it's not perfect?
Yes, the goal is communication, not perfection.
Communication, not perfection. I'm going to write that down.
I love it. Did the other person understand your idea?
Yes.
Then you win. You did a great job.
That takes all the stress away.
Okay, I will try to be brave and make friends with my mistakes.
That brings us to our last big tip.
To stop freezing, you must practice responding.
Responding? You mean answering?
Yes, listening is wonderful.
But a conversation is two-way.
It is listen, speak, listen, speak.
That is the hard part, the fast part.
So you must practice it.
How?
You can use an AI like a chatbot on your phone.
A chatbot?
You ask it questions and it asks you questions.
I must answer.
So I train my answer speed.
Yes. Or you can find a friend who is also learning.
Or a teacher. The secret is to train your brain to reply.
Not just to listen.
Listening is passive. Replying is active.
This all makes so much sense.
It is all connected.
Active listening, active thinking in English mode, and active replying.
You got it. That is the whole plan.
The English is in your head. You do understand.
These tips are the bridge. They help you move English from your ears to your mouth.
Wow, Sarah, these tips were so helpful.
I feel motivated. I feel like I can speak.
You can speak, Sarah. You speak beautifully.
Thank you. Let's do a quick review.
Great idea. Tip 1, practice shadowing.
Listen and repeat.
Tip 2, create your English mode. Talk to yourself.
Tip 3, learn chunks, groups of words, not single words.
Tip 4, practice every single day, even just 5 or 10 minutes.
Tip 5, record your voice on your phone. Be brave and listen.
Tip 6, do role plays. Pretend you're ordering a pizza.
Tip 7, make friends with your mistakes. Remember, communication, not perfection.
And tip 8, practice responding. Train your brain to reply.
That is a powerful plan.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're so welcome.
Thank you all for listening today.
We truly hope these tips help you unlock your English speaking voice.
Yes, remember, understanding is a wonderful skill.
But your voice is the bridge to connection.
Speak every day, even if it's imperfect.
That is how fluency begins.
That is so true.
Well, that is all the time we have for today.
Before you go, please, if you liked this episode
And found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Podcast by MrZ,
please give this episode a like
so other learners can find it.
and share it with a friend who feels stuck.
Yes, and we have a question for you.
Please leave a comment below.
We want to know which one of these tips will you try first?
Will you try shadowing
Or talking to yourself?
or recording your voice?
Let us know in the comments.
We love reading your answers.
It's our favorite part.
Thank you all so much for joining us.
Until next time, everyone.
Keep practicing.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
See you in the next episode.